So what is an LLC and how do you set one up in Canada? Well, for starters, an LLC, that stands for Limited Liability Company, and that's a form of legal structure for a business. There are many different legal structures, LLC being one of them. There are LLPs, limited liability partnerships. There are sole proprietorships, partnerships, corporations, cooperatives. There are many different types of business legal structures. And for the most part, you can operate in different industries under different legal structures. You could start a photography business as a sole proprietorship, in a partnership, or in a corporation. Like, you're not limited to certain industries with certain legal structures. Now, if you're in Canada and you've decided to start a business and you've chosen an LLC as your legal structure, how do you actually set that up and register that? Well, you can't. Canada doesn't have LLCs. Stop watching American videos. We don't have LLCs in Canada. We do have sole proprietorships and partnerships and corporations and cooperatives, but LLCs do not exist in Canada, so you can't set one up. So unfortunately, you're going to have to choose a different legal structure, the most common ones being a sole proprietorship or a corporation. And then other options that are less common but still do get registered would be like a partnership or a limited liability partnership, or a cooperative, which is actually also a form of corporation. So unless you're going to move to the United States, you can't start an LLC, at least not here in Canada, but all those other different legal structures could be very suitable for your business, depending on the nature of the business, the industry, your personal situation, and your goals. So now that I've crushed your dreams of starting an LLC in Canada, I will talk about how to actually register or incorporate a business in Canada. So if you're wanting to incorporate, you can actually incorporate federally with the government of Canada if you want to, but I don't often recommend that. There's not a lot of benefit to it. The main benefit would be getting your business name protected across Canada. But if you do incorporate federally, you actually still have to do an extra provincial incorporation in the province in which you're located. So if you're wanting to set up your business under that legal structure of a corporation, typically you can just do that in the province in which you're located, in which the business is going to operate. Now, for the other legal structures like the partnership, the proprietorship, again, you can set those up in Canada, and those are just going to be registered with your provincial business registry or corporate registry. So every province has a different business registry, and you can just go to their website and you can register that trade name for your sole proprietorship or your partnership, or just incorporate there. And now when it comes to the less common legal structures like the LLP and the cooperative, those can be set up on a provincial level as well. And it depends, because typically provinces will have restrictions on what type of businesses can set up as LLPs. So specific industries, typically like accounting firms or law firms, are commonly businesses that will be set up as LLPs. And you can't really do that for all different types of businesses. So I would check with your local corporate registry in your province before even trying to set up an LLP. Typically, again, a sole proprietorship or a partnership or a corporation are going to make most sense for 99% of businesses. And now prices for registering a sole prop, a partnership, or corporation, that can vary from province to province. It could be as cheap as maybe $80 or $100 to register a trade name for a sole proprietorship, or maybe as much as $2,000 to incorporate and get a lawyer to assist you with that. So key takeaway, there are no LLCs in Canada. Sorry to disappoint you, but hopefully this video was useful. If so, please click like, and feel free to check out my YouTube channel, where I currently have over 220 videos that cover business management and business startups, and many of them are Canada specific and even Saskatchewan specific, where I live, and they cover all different topics within management and startup of businesses.